Welcome to Zen Bend. My name is Erika, and this is the first of 4 classes that are created for a core series. So, this series is meant to invoke core engagement, and the core doesn't always only mean your abs. It is really important to have a strong core because that helps reduce any injuries in your low back. There's something in my eye, but I'm going to keep going. So as we move through the flow today, which is 20 minutes, really focus on engaging your core, your abdominal muscles. And the core is essentially from here and up. So it's not just your abs. We're talking about our whole core area here. I may use cues such as pull the pit of the belly in and up, um, or lift the front of the pelvis as the tailbone descends. So you can just remember to engage the core, and that also includes the lower abs, which we don't usually use and are always the easiest to engage. We will begin in an easy seat. So as you take your easy seat, inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, twist left. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist right. Hold for 2 breaths. Relax your shoulders. Last breath here. Inhale, reach arms up. Cactus arms. Maybe add a back bend, gaze up. Reach up one more time. Cactus arms. Just kidding, reach up one more time. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Fan the arms out wide to each side. A few shoulder rolls, whichever direction you prefer to move in first. Big or small, or maybe alternate. Creating some space in the shoulders, the chest, shoulder blades. Maybe you notice somewhere else, opposite direction. Again, big or small. Maybe add some subtle neck movements. Notice if there's tensions in where you may be holding them. Maybe alternate. One more breath right here into the nose. And let it go. Tuck the chin. And move in either direction, big or small circles for your neck. A couple times each direction. Move at your own pace. One more breath right here in through the nose. Let it out. Come back to center. Tabletop. Stack your joints. Shoulders over wrists. Hips over knees. Top of the feet flat. Index fingers face 12 o'clock. Press the 4 corners of your palms into the mat, as well as your fingertips. Shift the weight over to your left leg. Extend right behind. You can keep to toe, You can keep your toes grounded or engage. Lift right leg behind. Reach left arm out front. Engage your core here. Pull into your center line. Breathe. It's okay if it's a little wobbly. Keep that core engagement. Gaze down. Hold here for a count of 8. 1, 2, lift those limbs up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. A couple hip leans left to right. Notice how your hips feel. Come back to center. Inhale, cow, lower belly. Gaze forward or upward. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Neutral spine. Come back for balancing table. Opposite side. So tuck the tailbone. We don't want the tailbone loose and possible cause of injury, but tuck the tailbone. Engage your core. Shift the weight to the right side. Keep the joints stacked, right leg straight back behind. When you're ready, lift the, y'all, I don't know my left and right. We're talking about the left side now. I am so sorry. Lift the left leg straight back behind. Keep the core engaged. Reach right arm out front. Keep pressing down into the limbs in contact with the mat to lift your left leg and right arm up more. Gaze down or slightly in front of you. For a count of 8, squeeze to the core, pull into your center line. 3, 4, breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, release. Maybe a couple hip leans or cat and cows, whatever works here for you. 2 more breaths. Kickstand your, come back to center. Kickstand your left leg to bring your left ankle and knee into alignment. Stretch right leg out as your toes face in the same direction of your chest. Reach right arm up, stack your shoulders. Gate. Reach right arm forward, pinky faces down. Gaze up towards your right bicep or down towards your left hand. Keep pressing down into your left palm to lift up. Notice the stretch may be in your right side of your body. Hold for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Opposite side. Plant right palm, right knee and ankle in alignment. Stack your right shoulder over the right wrist. Reach left arm up. Gaze up at your left fingertips. Engage your core here. Pull into your center line. Hold here. Keep breathing. One more breath right here. Come back through center. Downward facing dog. Forward fold. Step to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Let your arms hang. Cross arms or grab elbows. Bring a generous bend to your knees to deepen the stretch in your low back and release the backs of your legs. Maybe a little sway left to right for a count of 3. 1. Let your neck hang heavy. 2, 3. Halfway lift, fingertips to the mat or your shins or tops of your thighs. Press shoulders back towards hips. Gaze down. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair. Inhale, reach arms up. Lift the front of the pelvis as the tailbone descends. Engage your core here. Pull into your center line from the skin to the muscle to the bone. Hug in. Twist to the right, palms together to your heart, left elbow outside the right leg. Keep the knees in alignment. Maybe adjust the hips a little bit to keep the knees in alignment. Gaze up and over your right shoulder for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Forward fold. Chair. Reach up. Twist left, palms to your heart. Right elbow outside the left thigh this time. Gaze up and over your left shoulder. Press the four corners of your palms together to twist deeper. Be mindful of your knees. Keep them in alignment with one another. For a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Bend one knee at a time. Maybe add a little no motion with your head. Crescent lunge, right foot forward. Press down to lift up. Pull into your center line here. Keep breathing. Revolved crescent lunge, palms together. Twist right. Left elbow outside the right thigh. Press down to twist more. For a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Warrior 2. Take your time. Set your gaze forward. Move to your warrior 2. Set the foundation. Gaze at or past right fingertips. Reach a little back and then forward. Come right over the center of your pelvis here. For a count of 3. 1. It's okay to check your alignment. 2, 3. Downward facing dog. Step back. Pedal it out. 3 breaths. Bend the knees as much or as little as you prefer. One more breath right here. Crescent lunge, left foot forward. Set your foundation. Rise up. Reach up. Pull into your center line. Lift the front of the pelvis as the tailbone descends. Take one more breath right here. In, revolved crescent lunge. Breathe out. Twist left. Gaze up and over the left shoulder. Press the palms together to twist a little more. Keep your core engaged. Squeeze. 2 more breaths. Warrior 2. Set your gaze forward. Take your time. Set your foundation in your feet. Gaze forward. Pull into your center line. A little reach back and then forward. Come right over the center of your pelvis. Hold here. Take 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. Hold here. 3 breaths. Lower the knees. Seated forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. For a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse tabletop. Press down to lift up. Drop the head back. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower the hips, lie back for bridge. Tuck the heels in towards the glutes, and as you lie back, press your arms, palms down to lift the hips up. Tuck the chin in towards the chest and interlace at low back. Option to interlace at low back. Press down into the arms to lift up. One more breath. Release. Happy baby or knees to chest. Maybe a little rock left to right. One more breath right here. Supine twist to the right. Stack the knees on top of one another. Cactus your arms, gaze to the left. More breath. Opposite side. Stack the knees. Draw them to the left. Gaze to the right. More breath. Shavasana. Come back to center. Stretch the legs out, arms beside you, or maybe cactus your arms or bring them to a T shape. Palms face up if your arms are beside you. Tuck the chin to a neutral state so the back of the neck is lengthened. And just let everything sink into your mat. Take your breaths as they come. And just notice and acknowledge how you feel in this moment without any judgment, opposed to how you felt before we began the flow. Just simply observe. Breathe in. Breathe out. You're more than welcome to stay in Shavasana. But as we close out this 20-minute core class, make your way over to left or right side. Stack the knees, press yourself up to an easy seat. And sit up nice and tall. Rest your hands on your legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, float them down to your heart. As we bow together in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's flow, 20-minute core, and that you're feeling it in your core. And I'll see you next week for the second core class. Thanks.